Welcome to our deep dive into AI 2041.
Oh, yeah.
You've given us a fascinating collection of excerpts
Yeah.
from this book.
Mm-hmm.
It's this really unique blend of science fiction stories
Yeah.
and analysis about AI,
Right.
about the future of AI.
It's a really cool approach.
Right.
Having a science fiction writer,
Yeah.
Chen Qifan, team up with a leading
Yes.
AI expert, Kai-Fu Lee,
Mm-hmm.
it lets us explore both the imaginative possibilities and the, real-world potential of AI in the year 2041.
You've chosen excerpts
Right?
that cover such a diverse range of topics.
Oh, yeah.
Deepfakes, self-driving cars, quantum computing, even universal basic income, and AI's role in our happiness.
Absolutely.
It's like a sneak peek into a whole new world.
That's exactly what we're going to do today.
Yeah.
We're going to dissect these stories, pull out the key insights,
Okay.
and paint a picture of what this AI-powered world could look like.
Yeah.
Both the amazing advancements and the potential challenges that come with them.
Okay, so why don't we start with
Sure.
one of the most talked about aspects of AI,
Okay.
its strengths and weaknesses.
Yeah.
The story, The Golden Elephant, really dives into this. It follows a family in Mumbai
Right.
using this super advanced insurance program
Yeah.
powered by deep learning.
That story is a perfect example of
Yeah.
how AI can be incredibly helpful,
Yeah.
but also a bit unsettling at the same time.
Yeah.
Right?
A little creepy.
Yeah, the AI in that program is analyzing
Yes.
massive amounts of data
Okay.
to figure out how to personalize insurance premiums
Yeah.
and encourage healthier behavior.
Like helping Nayana's father,
Right.
the main character's dad, quit smoking
Yeah.
and encouraging him to drive more safely.
Exactly.
The AI uses incentives tied to his insurance costs
Right.
to nudge him towards healthier choices.
Okay.
It almost feels like having a personal health coach,
Yeah.
but one that's powered by an algorithm.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But then we see the potential downside.
Okay.
When Nayana tries to use the AI
Yeah.
to improve her chances with the boy she likes,
Okay.
the AI, with its single-minded focus on optimizing for its goals,
Okay.
starts giving her advice
Yeah.
that feels manipulative and intrusive,
Right.
almost like it's trying to engineer her love life.
It's as if the AI is so fixated on achieving a specific outcome.
Right.
In this case, lowering insurance premiums and encouraging healthy habits,
Exactly.
that it misses the nuances of human relationships
Right.
and the potential for unintended consequences.
Yeah.
It makes you wonder,
Yeah.
how do we ensure AI understands the human element
Yeah.
and doesn't overstep its boundaries?
That's a critical question to consider.
Yeah.
It highlights the fact that AI at its core is a tool. Like any tool, it can be used for good or bad.
Okay.
The key is understanding its limitations
Yeah.
and ensuring it's developed and deployed responsibly.
That brings us to another topic
Sure.
that's been making headlines: deepfakes.
Okay.
The story, Gods Behind the Masks, explores
Yeah.
the unsettling power of AI-generated fake videos.
Right.
It's terrifying to think about how realistic
Yeah.
these fakes are becoming.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The story paints a vivid picture
Yeah.
of how deepfakes could be used to manipulate public opinion. And so Discord,
Right.
it uses the example of a deepfake being used to incite violence in Nigeria
Oh, wow.
by manipulating a video
Right.
to falsely portray a politician
Yeah.
making inflammatory remarks.
It makes you wonder, in a world where seeing is no longer believing,
Right.
how do we discern truth from falsehood?
Yeah.
And how do we prevent the erosion of trust
Right.
that inevitably comes with the proliferation
Mm-hmm.
of said convincing fakes?
The story doesn't provide easy answers,
Right.
which makes it all the more thought-provoking.
Yeah.
It highlights the urgent need for technological solutions to detect deepfakes and for media literacy initiatives
Right.
to educate the public about their potential dangers.
Okay, so we've talked about AI's potential
Yeah.
to manipulate behavior
Yeah.
and distort reality.
All right.
Now let's shift gears to a topic that's both exciting
Okay.
and a little bit unnerving.
Okay.
Self-driving cars.
Right.
The story, The Holy Driver, throws us into a future
Yeah.
where autonomous vehicles are the norm.
Mm-hmm.
Would you feel comfortable?
It's a question
Yeah.
many of us are grappling with
Yeah.
as this technology becomes more advanced.
Right.
The story delves into the different levels of autonomy
Okay.
in self-driving cars.
Okay.
From basic driver assistance features to full automation,
Right.
where you literally don't need a steering wheel.
It sounds amazing to have a car
Yeah.
that can navigate traffic,
Right.
get you to your destination safely without any effort on your part. But the idea of relinquishing control to an algorithm,
Yeah.
especially when it comes to something as important as safety,
Right.
can be daunting.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And the story doesn't shy away
Okay.
from addressing the challenges of achieving level 5 autonomy,
Mm-hmm.
which is the highest level
Right.
where the car can handle all driving situations
Right.
without any human intervention.
Yeah.
It raises concerns about unforeseen circumstances,
Okay.
software glitches,
Yeah.
and even the potential for hacking.
The story mentions augmented roads in cities
Mm-hmm.
as a potential solution
Right.
to accelerate the safe deployment
Mm-hmm.
of self-driving cars.
Yeah.
Could you elaborate on that?
Certainly, the idea is to embed sensors and communication systems into the roads themselves,
Okay.
creating a smart infrastructure
Right.
that can communicate with autonomous vehicles.
Okay.
This would provide the AI
Yeah.
with real-time information about road condition, hazards and traffic flow, creating a safer and more efficient transportation system.
So instead of relying solely on its onboard sensors,
Right.
the car would be getting information
Exactly.
from the environment itself.
Yeah.
Almost like having a co-pilot
Right.
that can see everything
Oh.
happening around it.
Is
That
there-
sounds incredibly innovative.
Yeah.
But it also makes you wonder
Yeah.
about the cost and complexity
Right.
of implementing such a system on a large scale.
You've hit on a key point.
Yeah.
Autonomous vehicles have the potential to revolutionize transportation,
Right.
but we need to carefully consider
Yeah.
the technical, ethical, and logistical challenges
Right.
before they become ubiquitous.
Now buckle up
Okay.
because we're about to enter
Yeah.
the mind-bending world of quantum computing.
Okay.
Quantum genocide thrusts us into a future
Yeah.
where quantum computers have become a reality.
Right.
This is a topic that often feels shrouded in mystery and complexity.
It's a fascinating field
Yeah.
that has the potential to revolutionize everything,
Okay.
from medicine to material science.
Okay.
But to understand its power,
Yeah.
we need to grasp the fundamental difference
Right.
between quantum computing
Okay.
and the classical computers we use today.
So classical computers use bits,
Right.
which can be either a 0 or a 1
Right.
to process information.
Yeah.
But quantum computers use qubits,
Exactly.
which can be both 0 and 1 simultaneously.
Precisely.
Right.
This property called superposition,
Okay.
along with another quantum phenomenon called entanglement,
Okay.
allows quantum computers to perform calculations
Right.
exponentially faster than classical computers
Well-
for certain types of problems.
So it's like having a computer
Yeah,
that can explore multiple possibilities at the same time,
exactly.
making it incredibly powerful for solving complex problems that are currently intractable for classical computers.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The story highlights the potential of quantum computing
Yeah.
to achieve breakthroughs in fields like drug discovery,
Right.
materials science,
Right.
and even climate change mitigation.
Wow.
It could accelerate the development of life-saving drugs,
Right. Yeah.
design revolutionary materials, and
Yeah.
help us understand and address climate change
Yep.
more effectively.
But the story also presents a chilling warning.
Right.
It portrays a quantum computer being used
Yeah.
to break the encryption of Bitcoin, potentially destabilizing the global financial system.
It's a stark reminder that any technology as powerful as quantum computing
Right.
can be used for both good and bad purposes.
Yeah.
The story underscores the need for robust cybersecurity measures and international regulations to mitigate the potential risks associated with this emerging technology.
It feels like we're entering a new era
Yeah.
of technological advancement,
Right.
one where the possibilities seem limitless, but the potential consequences are equally profound.
You're right.
Yeah.
And it's crucial to have these conversations now
Yeah.
as these technologies are being developed
Right.
to ensure they are used responsibly and for the benefit of humanity.
Speaking of potential consequences,
Yeah.
the story, The Job Savior, tackles a topic
Right.
that's close to home for many people.
Mm-hmm.
The future of work.
Yeah.
In an age of increasing automation,
Right.
it paints a picture of widespread job displacement.
Yeah.
caused by AI, leaving many people wondering about their place in this new world.
Yeah.
How do you see this unfolding?
It's a future that's already starting to take shape. We're seeing AI and automation impacting jobs in various sectors, from manufacturing and transportation to customer service and even creative fields. The story, The Job Savior, extrapolates this trend, imagining a world where AI has significantly displaced both blue-collar and white-collar jobs. The story focuses on a program called New Dawn that aims to address this mass unemployment by providing a universal basic income, or UBI. It's a fascinating concept, the idea that everyone receives a guaranteed income, regardless of whether they have a job or not.
UBI is a topic that's been gaining a lot of attention, with proponents arguing that it could provide a safety net in a world where traditional jobs are becoming increasingly scarce. The story delves into the potential benefits and drawbacks of UBI, exploring its impact on individuals and society as a whole.
One of the characters in the story, a young woman named Anya, initially welcomes UBI as a liberation from the drudgery of her old job. But as time goes on, she starts to grapple
with a sense of purposelessness and a lack of direction. It raises the question, if work is no longer a necessity for survival, what gives life meaning?
That's a profound question. The story explores, it challenges us to rethink our traditional notions of work and its role in our lives. For centuries, work has been more than just a means of earning a living. It's been a source of identity, purpose, social connection, and a way to contribute to society. In a world where AI can handle many of the tasks we currently perform, we need to find new ways to derive meaning and fulfillment.
The story suggests that the transition to a world with less traditional work might require a shift in our values. Instead of defining ourselves solely by our jobs, we might need to find purpose in creative pursuits, community engagement,
lifelong learning, or simply spending quality time with loved ones.
It's not an easy transition, and the story highlights the challenges individuals might face in adapting to this new reality. It underscores the importance of education, retraining, and the development of skills that are harder for AI to replicate. Skills like creativity, critical thinking, complex problem solving, emotional intelligence, and interpersonal skills.
The story also touches on the societal implications of UBI, exploring how it might impact social structures, economic systems, and even political landscapes. It's a complex issue with no easy answers, but it's a conversation we need to have as we navigate the evolving relationship between humans and AI.
And it's not just about job displacement. We need to consider how AI might impact our personal lives, our relationships, and even our understanding of what it means to be human.
That leads perfectly into the next story, Isle of Happiness, which grapples with a truly fascinating question. Can AI actually make us happy?
That's a big question. It follows a Middle Eastern monarch who uses AI to create an island designed for maximum happiness, almost like a real-life utopia.
The story delves into the very definition of happiness, exploring its complexities and highlighting how it's not a simple equation that can be solved with an algorithm. Happiness is a subjective experience influenced by a myriad of factors. Genetics, personality, life experiences, cultural norms, personal values, and so much more.
It's like the story is saying that even if you could gather all the data in the world about a person, you still wouldn't be able to fully understand or predict their happiness. It's more than just a set of data points.
Or a combination of external factors.
The
story examines the limitations of using AI to measure and manipulate happiness. It questions whether an algorithm, no matter how sophisticated, can truly grasp the nuances of human emotions and the complexities of what makes us feel fulfilled.
In the story, the island uses AI to analyze guests' facial expressions, conversations, even their biometrics, to gauge their happiness levels in real time.
Yeah.
It feels a bit intrusive.
It does.
Almost like a constant surveillance system, monitoring your emotional state.
It raises concerns about privacy, autonomy, and the potential for manipulation. If an AI has access to all your personal data and can track your every mood swing, what's to stop it from using that information to influence your behavior or even control your choices?
It feels like a slippery slope.
It does.
On one hand, we want technology to improve our lives and help us find happiness. But on the other hand, we don't want to sacrifice our privacy, our freedom of choice, or our individuality in the process.
That's the tightrope we need to walk as we develop and integrate AI into our lives. It's a reminder that technological advancements should always be guided by ethical considerations and a deep understanding of the human condition. We need to ensure that AI serves humanity, not the other way around.
Speaking of potentially disruptive technological advancements, dreaming of plenitude throws us into a future Australia where technological advancements have essentially eliminated scarcity. This is a concept that's both utopian and unsettling.
It's a thought experiment that challenges our traditional economic models and forces us to confront the potential consequences of abundance. What happens when we no longer have to compete for resources? When everyone's basic needs are met, does it lead to utopia or to a new set of challenges?
The story focuses on the impact of this abundance on young people, particularly those from marginalized communities. Even though they have access to everything they need materially, they still struggle with a sense of purpose and identity. It's as if the traditional markers of success, work achievement, material possessions no longer hold the same meaning.
It's a fascinating exploration of the psychological impact of abundance. It raises questions about what motivates us, what gives our lives meaning, and how we define ourselves when traditional notions of work and scarcity no longer apply.
One of the key elements of this future Australia is moolah. A social currency that people earn by performing tasks or providing services. It's not just about money. It's about recognizing and rewarding contributions to society. Even if those contributions aren't traditional jobs.
Moolah acts as a measure of social standing, reflecting an individual's value and contribution to the community. The story explores how this system could potentially foster a more collaborative and altruistic society, where people are incentivized to help each other and contribute to the common good.
But it also raises concerns about how this system might be implemented. And whether it could create new forms of inequality or social division. It makes you wonder.
It does.
Even in a world of abundance, can we truly escape the human tendencies towards hierarchy and competition?
It's a question the story grapples with, highlighting the complexities of designing a social system that is both equitable and sustainable. In a world where traditional economic models no longer apply.
It underscores the importance of considering the potential unintended consequences of any new system, no matter how well-intentioned it may be.
Absolutely.
It's a reminder that technology alone can't solve all of our problems.
You're right.
We need to address the underlying social, economic, and political structures that create inequality and injustice.
Absolutely.
And we need to be mindful of the human element. Technology can be a powerful tool for good, but it's essential to ensure that it's used in ways that enhance our humanity, not diminish it.
Exactly.
So we've covered a lot of ground in this deep dive into AI 2041. We've seen how AI could reshape our world, from the nature of work and the meaning of happiness to the very fabric of our social and economic systems.
The stories we've discussed don't offer easy answers. And that's what makes them so thought-provoking. They challenge us to imagine different futures, to confront ethical dilemmas, and to engage in critical conversations about the role of technology in our lives.
It's been a fascinating journey so far.
It has.
Exploring the world of AI 2041. You've given us a lot to think about in terms of AI's potential impact on our work, our happiness,
yeah,
and even our social structures.
And we're not done yet.
Oh.
There's one more story we need to unpack.
Okay.
One that delves into the intersection of AI healthcare and the very nature of social currency.
Let's dive into Dreaming of Plenitude, which takes us back to future Australia, a society that has seemingly overcome scarcity, thanks to advanced technology.
Yeah.
The story centers around Project Jakarta, a program that uses AI to provide personalized care for the elderly.
What's intriguing about Project Jakarta is that it addresses a growing need in many societies. How to provide care and companionship for an aging population, especially in a world where personal connections
might be becoming less frequent.
The story follows a young caregiver named Kira, who's paired with Joanna, an elderly woman struggling with memory loss. They develop a unique bond. But their relationship is also mediated by this system of moolah, a social currency that's central to this future society.
Moolah is more than just money. It's a digital point system that rewards social contributions. Like caring for the elderly, volunteering, or even simply being a good neighbor.
It's a fascinating concept.
It is.
That aims to incentivize positive social behavior. And create a more collaborative community. But it also raises questions about whether we can truly put a price on human connection and care. Kira needs to earn moolah to support herself, but she also genuinely cares for Joanna. It makes you wonder if true compassion can exist in a system where everything is measured and quantified. It's a tension the story explores beautifully.
It does.
It highlights the potential for both positive and negative consequences. When technology intersects with deeply human needs, like care, companionship, and emotional connection.
And it ties back to the ethical dilemmas.
It does.
We discussed earlier. How do we ensure that AI enhances our humanity rather than diminishes it? How do we prevent technology from creating new forms of inequality? Or eroding the things we value most?
Dreaming of Plenitude doesn't provide easy answers. But it forces us to grapple with these complex questions. It challenges us to think critically about the future we want to create. And to ensure that technological progress is aligned with our values and aspirations.
So we've come to the end of our deep dive.
We have.
Into AI 2041. What stands out to you as the most important takeaway?
For me, it's the reminder that the future is not predetermined. It's a canvas that we're painting together. Through the choices we make today. AI is a powerful tool that has the potential to reshape our world in profound ways. But it's up to us to guide its development and ensure it's used for the betterment of humanity.
These stories have given us a glimpse into what that future could look like, both the inspiring possibilities and the potential pitfalls. It's a future worth thinking about.
Absolutely.
Worth discussing and worth fighting for.
It's a future where technology can amplify our human potential, fostering greater connection, creativity, and well-being. But it's also a future that requires us to be vigilant, to engage in thoughtful dialogue, and to ensure that technological progress is aligned with our values and aspirations.
And ensure that technological progress is aligned with our values and aspirations. So we've covered a lot of ground in this deep dive into AI 2041.
We have.
We've seen how AI could reshape our world, from the nature of work and the meaning of happiness to the very fabric of our social and economic systems.
The stories we've discussed don't offer easy answers. And that's what makes them so thought-provoking. They challenge us to imagine different futures, to confront ethical dilemmas, and to engage in critical conversations about the role of technology in our lives with our shared values.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, I'm left with a question for you, dear listener. What role do you want to play in shaping the future of AI?
It's a good question.
It's a future we're creating together. One story, one choice, one action at a time.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep imagining the possibilities